If you desire to become more abundant in your life, and I suppose that that is a desire that you have because, hey, who do not want to become more abundant? Well, this podcast may offer some practical insights around abundance, okay? And this is not the first time that I discussed this back in the day in the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 1. This is actually the Season 2. I had an episode on Spanish about abundance in which I explored a couple of ideas about it, but now I feel more mature, I feel more grounded, I feel more abundant. My external life is more abundant, and therefore right now have more wisdom to offer you in this subject, because sometimes you don't get more wisdom only by learning horizontally, only by learning things related to it and stuff like that. Sometimes you gather more wisdom in a particular subject by learning vertically. And by vertically, I mean penetrating the subject, going inside the subject and gathering more depth into the phenomena. So I now can offer you more depth in abundance. My name is Dr. Derek Israel. I'm a clinical psychologist, entrepreneur, podcaster, life coach, and this is the Mastermind Podcast Challenge Season 2. This specific format is the Shortcast. And the first thing that I want to mention about abundance is that this is a state of consciousness. And this is the most important idea that you can understand about abundance. Is a state of consciousness. Is a way in which you feel about life. Is a bio-psycho hack. Is a hack of your mind. Because most of the time, if you notice, your mind naturally, it doesn't feel abundant. It feels with scarcity. It feels fearful. It's always waiting for the bad thing to come. You know, in Game of Thrones, they have this saying, the winter is coming. Well, that is a very good quote for how the minds work. The winter represents scarcity, emptiness, war, conflict, famine, hunger, bad times, dark times, and your brain evolutionarily is designed for that because we are always in the mid of a pandemic, a war, a new virus that is in town, or maybe a new existential threat from the cosmos, maybe from the water, from the cold, from whatever is always threatening our survival. So our mind is always focused on survival. But survival is not abundance. Survival is just natural state of being, like basic state of existence. When we are talking about abundance, we are talking about an emergent psychological state. This is something that you need to hack to have. And it's kind of a circle because if you hack your mind too much and you become very abundant, you will understand that the nature of your mind, not the nature of your brain, but the nature of your mind is abundance. So in a way, you are coming back home. But because you are in a human dimension, you are out of your home. We think that being human is our home. No, this is only our partial home. Our real home is the substance of being a human. That substance, we call it God. We call it the multiverse. You see, we call it consciousness. That is your real substance. And that substance, that essence is infinitely abundant. How can it be? You know, if that substance created all, if created all, it have infinite capacity to generate You see, it can generate leaves, it can generate fruits, it can generate different economies, it can generate different music, it can generate the Drake music, it can generate porn stars, movies, it can generate Godzilla, it can generate Shakespeare, it can generate the Mastermind podcast, it can generate whatever thing is popping in your reality. Whatever thing is featured in your reality is the effect of a generative or conceptive capacity, germinative capacity, creative capacity, reproductive capacity of reality, of the substance. Your nature is not to be in scarcity. That is only your human dimension. But your holistic dimension, and this is the thing that we aspire to go in personal development, is completely abundant. So the whole purpose of becoming more abundant is becoming aware. Is becoming aware of this abundant state of existing, of being. And sometimes you will not feel abundant, and you need to hack your way into abundance. How do you do it? Well, you focus on gratitude. This is very important. Because when you are focusing on your gratitude, man, you are happy. And when you're happy, you feel that you deserve everything. So being in gratitude is very important. Being grateful, being deserving. This is very important. Because if you, in your profundity of your mind, if you think that you do not deserve, trust me, you will never get. You will never receive. Because you receive what you expect. And if you don't expect abundance, you don't receive abundance. So you need to work with your limiting beliefs in relation to receiving, in relation to be worthy of a better life. You need to believe, you need to have maximum faith that you deserve a better life, that you deserve a better country, that you deserve a better culture, a better money, a better work, a better career, a better husband, a better wife, a better girlfriend, a better child. You deserve. It's your right as a human being. But if you are hacking your mind, if you are programming yourself incorrectly, you will be thinking that you do not deserve. And what is going to be your life results? They are going to be trash. Because in your self-concept, you treat yourself as trash. And this whole abundance business, if we can call it this way, this is about the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence says that everything that is above is below. Everything that is below is above. Basically, it says that everything is one. So whatever is, however is your internal world, your external world will assume that form. It will not do it immediately. Hey, wake up. It will not do it immediately. Of course not. If your external world will assume the morphology and the form of your internal world immediately, where is the adventure of life? Everyone will just be very abundant. Everyone will be rich. Everyone will be the king and the queen. And the structure of society will not be possible because we will be dreaming our dreams in isolation. We will be lost in our fantasies. In order to have a human community, a human race, a human society and civilization, we need to have a delay of manifestation. In that delay, our character is formed, is tested. We develop new potential of personalities. We develop new epigenetics. Our experience design us back as we design our experience. It's a correspondence. It's a bidirectional principle. So the delay in the manifestation, in the law of attraction, aka the law of projection, this delay is essential for life. Without it, we are lost. Without it, we are without structure. Without it, we are without the opponent. And the whole condition of being a human is to have an opponent. You see, this opponent is present in every religion, in every myth, in every story, in every movie. Everywhere is this opponent. This opponent will have different masks, different disguises, will have different personalities. Some call him Satan, Lucifer, Seth, Grim Goblin in Spider-Man, Thanos in Avengers, who else? The Joker. Shaitan, Mara, Buddhism, Muslims. What else? Give me a good billion. Browser, I think is in the Mario. Understand, the opponent is essential. If you have no opponent, there's no dynamic of life. If nothing is giving friction in a physical way, even in thermodynamics ways, even if nothing is giving friction, there's nothing to do. There is no way for light to travel. There's no way for bodies to interact. There is no socialization, no creation of language, no technology, nothing. Everything is one. That's it. So superficially, we need the opponent. The opponent is the test for our abundance. In order for us to savor the flavor of abundance, we need to know the opponent of abundance, and that is scarcity, poverty, having nothing. That is the state of consciousness that makes abundance a reality. If that state of consciousness of poverty do not exist, you will never know what is abundance, because abundance will be omnipresent. And if something is omnipresent, you cannot have a distinction for it. You see, you cannot see it because you have nothing to contrast that experience with. If everything was black, you will never know that black exists. You only know that black exists because white exists. And you may say, oh man, this is one thing and this is the other thing. You see, and now you can have a good distinction and understanding. So this is the same principle with abundance. We need an opponent. That opponent is your ego. That dragon of the hero's myth, of the hero's journey, is not Green Goblin. It is not, it is not Ric Flair. It is not the Undertaker. It is not the billionist James Bond. It is no, it is not a billion like that. It's your ego. Your ego is the real opponent, and your ego is thinking sometimes in fearful ways, is thinking sometimes that you are not enough, is thinking sometimes that you don't deserve. And if you let your ego win the war, the internal war of abundance, you will never manifest abundance in the exterior world. But now there's another problem with this. Your ego can become abundant, truly. Some rich millionaire people, their ego gets engineered and start not thinking negatively, but start thinking with hubris. And hubris is basically an extreme form of narcissism. And then your ego can be like, I need everything. I supposed to accumulate more money. I have the absolute control. I have the absolute authority. And it goes to another side of the pendulum, but in a unbalanced way also. And that is also your opponent. And these people, when they are in that stage, they need to become more humble, and they need to integrate their personality. So notice, too much abundance is problematic. Too little abundance is problematic. The middle way, as the Buddha suggests, is the way, the integrated way, the harmony way, the harmonious way. You need to have a good relationship with both contrast. You need to have a good relationship with having nothing. And you need to love having nothing. Because if you're rejecting having nothing, you will never manifest something. Because you are vibrating low. You need to make peace with whatever you have right now. And you need to say, I can die today with this and I'm going to be happy. And then you basically increment your vibration. And when you increment your vibration with that gratitude and with that acceptance, you start vibrating high, high, high. And you start thinking more abundant thoughts and doing more abundant habits and creating more businesses ideas. And you become a better seller, a better marketer, a better professional. And you become a better operator of abundance. Because for you to have abundance, you need to operate a system. You see, one thing is to become conscious of abundance, and another thing is to do the mechanical things that are necessary to sustain pragmatically the abundance in your life. And that comes first with your vibration, second with your thoughts, then your emotional patterns, and then the actions, the habits, the conducts, the plans, the strategic, deliberate behaviors that you need to implement in order to sustain that abundance. And then you need to watch out, because you're going to get abundant, but you can go to the shadow realm and you can get very narcissistic and very arrogant and very self-absorbed. And you need to check out the opponent in that aspect too. And you need to understand that you have nothing, although you have everything. And you never, never, ever can forget about God in this process, about love in this process, about service in this process. And about your real life purpose in this process. Because your real life purpose is not to be abundant. That is an effect of your life purpose. Your life purpose needs to be something deeper. Something that really has meaning. Abundance, richness, money, properties, status, sex, everything that you want, that will come as an effect of a very strong, applied, strategically applied life purpose with a good business structure. You see? And I teach you about it in my course, Life Purpose, Manifesting and Discovering Your Life Purpose, on derekisrael.com. Check it out. But yeah, it's a state of mind, folks. It's hacking your mind to see abundance anywhere, in the flowers, in the animals, in the fruits, in the trees, in the forest, in the ocean, in the stare of your wife, in the stare of your husband, in the birth of your own child, in your body, in your emotions, in your orgasm. How abundant is an orgasm? Have you noticed how much energy do you have inside your body? Like, it's infinite. It's infinite. And just notice how reality continue to go, continue to operate. Even if you close your eyes, reality is there. The illusion, the machine, the matrix is there. Like operating non-stop. The clock continues to go. It's abundant. That is the nature. That is the design. That is the infrastructure of a systems. And you can tap to that. You can be that. You are that. But you need to become aware, and you need to hack yourself whenever you're falling back behind. All right? So I hope that these thoughts help you a little bit to be more focused on abundance in your life. Hacking your mind with gratitude. Accepting where you are. And having a clear vision of where are you going. And not only a clear vision, but doing the strategy that is necessary, the planning ahead that is necessary to create this abundance in a pragmatical way with a business idea or a professional idea that helps you in the way, that serves people, that help people, and most importantly, that solve problems for people. Because real abundance is solving problems for people. And if you can solve difficult problems because you're a very intelligent man and you're a very intelligent woman and you can solve difficult problems, you will become abundant if you maintain your mindset right and your behavior with the direction of conquering in seduction and in love. It's kind of a soft conquering, a love conquering. You see. So this was Dr. Derek Israel. Leave a comment in the comment section about what are your thoughts about abundance. What you can contribute to this shortcast. It was a shortcast. Obviously, this is not very long. But tell me what other thoughts that you can add. Be abundant about it. Trust me, if you think about it, you have so many thoughts about this subject. You are abundant in thoughts about abundance because you are completely, totally abundant. So please share that. Overflow the comment section with your abundance. Overflow your life completely of abundance, because abundance is a state of consciousness, and you are consciousness. So you are abundance. So also remember that you can donate and support this work on Patreon. The link is on the description, and that way you help us to maintain this free podcast for everyone to transform their psyche, their mindset, their spirit. Also, we have the Telegram group. Join us, it's completely free. And you can join our derekisrael.com, and there you can, hire me as your coach, your psychologist, your guru, to transform your life one-on-one with me if you would like that. And also, you can enroll in all my courses of self-transformation, the life purpose included. If you are interested in that one, go to the link in the description to derekisrael.com. I see you.